During San Francisco's rookie minicamp last week, there were several players that attempted to try out for the team. And of all of those players, only one got signed, Shaquille Brown. This guy came in looking the part. He's absolutely ripped, he's a defensive tackle, and I think Chris Kasarik sees something in him that could make him a potentially deadly rotational piece. In this video, I want to briefly examine the player he is and what he offers San Francisco going forward. We were first introduced to Brown at Lincoln High School in Tallahassee, Florida, where he played both tight end and defensive end. He also participated in basketball. During this time, he wasn't heavily recruited, being ranked as a 0-star recruit according to 24/7 Sports, which meant Brown had to go the JUCO route in hopes of participating at the next level. As a freshman, he signed with Highlands Community College in Kansas before switching over to Idabon Community College. During his sophomore year, he recorded 11 tackles and 2.5 tackles for loss. After this 2019 season, Brown did enter the transfer portal, and according to 24/7 Sports, he was ranked as a 2-star JUCO prospect. He received several offers, including from Troy, in which he accepted. During his first year in 2020, they moved him from the defensive end position he's been playing to the defensive tackle position in which we see him today. During his first year with the Trojans, he really showed off his ability to get to the quarterback. He finished the season with 12 tackles, but he recorded 7 total pressures, 2 hits, and 5 hurries on the year. During the 2021 season, he continued his upward trajectory, finishing the season with 14 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, half a sack, and started 7 games. This year, Brown also just didn't miss that many tackles, only missing 1 for the entire year. His senior year for Troy was probably his best though. He played in 13 games, started 5, had 32 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, and a pass broken up. After his final year with Troy, he did enter the 2023 NFL Draft, and he put on a show at his pro day. He came in at 6'3.5", weighing 295 pounds, but impressively, he ran his 40-yard dash in 4.92 seconds and his 10-yard split in 1.73 seconds. He also put up the bench press a whopping 30 pounds, so athletically, he's pretty similar to a guy like Javon Hargrave. And when scouts turned on his film, I thought a lot of this athleticism carried over. For instance, his first step is insanely quick, and if you know anything about Chris Kasarik and San Francisco's defensive line, that's what they value. And let me tell you, Shaquille Brown has that quickness. His strength is also on full display, especially on rundowns where he has the ability to shed blockers. But it wasn't always positives for his film, and that was a big reason why he went undrafted. For instance, he's not the biggest, and he did struggle to find consistent work at Troy across his seasons there. Furthermore, while there were plays in which Brown's athleticism and strength flashed, it was inconsistent. He really needed to refine his technique, noticeably his hand usage, and his counters. In large part due to these concerns, Brown did go undrafted during the 2023 NFL Draft before signing with the Titans. He was injured pretty quick though during his preseason. After his rookie tryout, Brown did do enough to impress Chris Kasarik and San Francisco's coaches. So the real question is, what could he actually offer going forward? The biggest thing going forward for Brown will be remaining healthy, but outside of that, I really want to see how he develops under Chris Kasarik. If Chris Kasarik is able to get him to utilize his hands a little bit more, be a little bit more sound in his technique, I think he could develop into a DJ Jones type. When you watch his first step, for instance, it's extremely fast, but he also blends that with nice strength. Ultimately though, these are just my initial thoughts of San Francisco signing Shaquille Brown, and I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. It would also mean a ton to me if you liked and subscribed, and as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.